I'm learning all about holy board. This is Charles. How am I doing, by the way? Not so good. Stakes in a forecast is coming right up. Whoa!
Very nice. This is a great tool we have here at CBS 21 called X-Vision. We take that same storm you were just looking at and then taking that high into the atmosphere. And what we can do is kind of see the intensity of that storm. These storms are fairly low topped as far as severe goes. This is the 20,000 foot level.
Yeah, we got to give blood if you're going to come out and do it. It is so easy, and that's why I love to give blood on the air, because it just show you just how easy it is to do it, and it really is the gift of life. Now, Darnell was just working, get me all set up here. How did I do, Darnell?
He did awesome.
Was there much crying? Did you hear me?
No, he didn't cry too much. A little wiggle, but no crying.
I heard you're up over 175 people so far today.
Registered, yes.
And now, CBS 21 News First Warning Weather with Chief Meteorologist Tom Russell.
Well, it has to come sooner or later, right? Our first snowfall of the season, so the National Weather Service has issued a winter weather advisory. First, let's start you with First Warning Live Doppler HD, and I show you this because nothing's happening yet. Matter of fact, it's going to be well after midnight before we finally get into any of the snowfall. So quiet for tonight. Here is that winter weather advisory for all the counties shaded here in this pink or purplish color here, and it's from midnight tonight through 1 p.m. tomorrow. So we're going to have this window, basically the first part of tomorrow, where we're going to see some snowfall. So these are the counties included, but we are going to see some snowfall even up to on the fringe areas here as well. So Selinsgrove at 40 degrees. We're at 44 in Lewistown. Look at these numbers, though. We've already dropped to 38 in Harrisburg. We've dropped to 35 in York right now, 43 Lancaster. And we know from over the weekend it's obviously very chilly, and it's been much colder even back to the west. 33 now in Bradford, 42 in Pittsburgh. And that's kind of key here. Where's that cold air coming from? Notice the cloud cover just off to the north, and we're starting to see the clouds increase here. You can see that in eastern Ohio. So the clouds not here yet. You can see how we're still clear, but the cloudiness will be moving in, and then eventually we're going to cool down that atmosphere and get some of that moisture in here too. Now that same demarcation line, that change line, goes all the way out to the Midwest, and this is key because it's right along here that a lot of this moisture is going to develop. So 42 Pittsburgh, 30s in Detroit and Chicago, 50s to the south of that, but that line is kind of important. Let me show you why. Because north of that line, obviously all our precipitation is of the wintry variety, and down to the south it is of just some rainfall. So this is our stationary boundary. It actually sits way down here, but up and riding over that is all this moisture. So this is the trajectory. This is the key here. And then little waves of low pressure will develop along here, and that's what's going to get us into the snowfall. So let's take you there and give you an idea of what we're anticipating and when that snowfall would start. So follow along here. We're at 5 o'clock now. You're going to see those clouds increase gradually tonight. So by midnight or so, the white, that's cloud cover. So we're mostly cloudy. Remember, blue is snowfall on our radar here, and that's what we see moving in about 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. By 7 a.m., this is going pretty good, and this is why we could have some delays in the morning for your morning commute. Snowfall hanging out. Watch your times through the first half, and then by the time we get to lunchtime, noon, 1 o'clock, starting to taper off. So you can kind of see the blue kind of going away here and then moving out through the afternoon. So it's basically that window from just before sunrise to about lunchtime that things will be the worst, and then everything will be moving on. So what we're anticipating is kind of a slushy accumulation of 1 to 3 inches. Now, depending on when it starts, in other words, earlier when it's colder, we could get a little bit more snowfall. If it waits a little bit and we start to mix in and warm up a little bit tomorrow, then we could see a little bit less. But generally 1 to 3 inches over most of our area. Obviously, some of the higher elevations, you'll be closer to that 3. Some of those warmer spots, you'll be closer to that 1.5 inches to maybe 2 inches of snow. But that's what we're looking at. Not a huge snowfall, but that first one always catches everybody off guard. So it certainly kind of sneaks up on us a little bit. Increasing clouds, some snow developing, but again, not until after midnight. We're talking about 3, 4 o'clock in the morning when that snow begins. 32 for the low, so we'll be right at that freezing mark when you wake up. And then we'll have snow mainly in that first half of the day. And then as things wear on, I think we could mix in a little bit of wet snow and maybe even some rain as we push toward that midday hour. Then we'll clear it out. Sunshine on Wednesday and 41. Thursday, sunshine and 40 degrees. Here's your First Warning 7-day forecast. And we push toward the end of the week. We'll keep it on the warmer side as we push toward Friday with some clouds and sun, 45. Mostly cloudy on Saturday. I'm keeping it dry for now, but we have to watch out for a couple of isolated showers perhaps Saturday. 47. Sunday, clouds and sun, a little warmer. 52. Monday, clouds, or I should say sunshine returns, and 53. So we're actually warming up a little bit, actually back to where
about where we should be. This is a little bit below average here. So that first snowfall, it's here. You and I talk about this stuff a lot. It's kind of exciting, but give yourself a little extra time in the morning because we're going to have some messy areas. And you know, when that first one comes, we're just not used to driving around in it yet.
Yeah, we forgot about it.
Yeah,
Especially last season, we hardly got any
That's
snow.
true.
So.
Good point.
All right, so just take it slow.
Yeah, and
Be
again,
careful.
it's just 1 to 3 inches, but it's going to be that first one. It'll catch us a little bit.
Be nice to see. All right, Tom, thank you.
Kind of sticky out there, but that wouldn't put a damper on this week's Stakes in a Forecast. Nothing ever does.
No way. Our Chief Meteorologist, Tom Russell, live tonight in Cumberland County. He is barbecuing in South Middleton Township. Hey, Tom.
Hey guys, yeah, we're like the post office. No heat, no rain is going to keep us from the steak that we love, right? From our friends at Cards. We appreciate his cards so much. And want to introduce you to our winners this week. It's Renee and Dan Harlow. And you guys live here in South Middleton Township.
Yes, we do.
Beautiful, beautiful place here. Great neighborhood. I'll show you the neighbors here in just a second. So Dan, when they wrote in, they said Dan has the grill ready to be fired up. He does, right?
Yes, I do.
We can hardly wait to taste those carn steaks sizzled to perfection, and the whole neighborhood is looking forward to rolling out the welcome mat. So let's go ahead and show everybody the steaks there. Can we hear it for the steaks, by the way? There we go. All right, so you met Dan and Renee. Renee, come walk with me and introduce some of these folks. Who are these lovely ladies here right here?
These lovely ladies are my Tai Chi participants.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
I'm a Tai Chi instructor, and they do Tai Chi with me.
And where do you do
Monday
that,
and
at Country
Thursday.
Meadows?
At Country Meadows, yeah.
How's her Tai Chi instruction?
Excellent. She's
Excellent,
an
yeah.
excellent.
A demonstration maybe a little bit later?
Sure. Always ready.
Nice to see you guys. There you go. All right, we'll walk this way and meet some more neighbors. You are?
And Tim.
My Tim. They live nearby?
They live right down
Right over there. And do you guys come over for a grill a lot of times? Or?
Oh, yeah. This is party heaven.
Very good. Do you know these folks? Or
Yes,
they just
I do. Yes, I do. Frank and Lana.
How are you guys?
Wonderful,
Hi, Frank.
thanks.
Yep.
Thanks for
Friends
being
of
here.
ours as
It's like a
well.
wedding reception. Look at this.
And our good friends Charles and Elizabeth.
How you guys doing? Thanks for coming over.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us.
Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Who's
They're our
this?
trivia pals. We
Okay.
do
Well, watch
we
out,
do
you can't get in
trivia.
front of the camera.
We
There
do
you go.
trivia.
Everybody wave. There you go. And who's this?
My daughter Lindsay.
Hi, Linz. You want to say anything about your parents while you're live on the air?
I'm not
Careful.
sure I should.
Wise choice, wise choice. Now, the other thing you wrote to me about, want to know what Holy Board is, come to our place with Stakes in the Forecast to challenge you to a game. Zoom right over there for me, and we'll take a look. Explain Holy Board. It's kind of like cornhole a little bit.
Go ahead. I'll let Sarah do the
Oh,
honors.
Sarah's the
with
expecter.
Holy
Okay.
Board. She's the holy
What do you,
board.
It's an easy game. You toss the washers into the opposite side, try to get as many points as you can.
So it's like 1, 3, and 5? Is that the way the points work?
Absolutely. Yep.
It looks
yep.
a little difficult, I got to be honest with you.
It can be difficult, but if you have the right coach behind you, you know.
Will you coach me later?
No, not me.
Oh, who's the
No.
coach?
Charles Jones.
Oh,
right there.
all right, Charles, you and me later on, all right, bro? All right, that sounds good. All right, it is Stakes in the Forecast, so let's get to the forecast.